Hey guys, got some recommendations for Opens 14.4. We've got a chipper with a bunch of movements in it, so taking that into consideration, we've got a lot to think about. Starting with prep for the workout. For mobility, I would key on a little bit of hamstring and maybe back to hip mobility. We know toes to bar is going to be a tough part of this workout, and the more we can loosen up the hamstrings, the less we're going to bleed energy on the toes to bar. Also, taking a look at the ankles a little bit, getting on the erg. Rowing, we'd like to be just efficient, kind of getting off the row, not too taxed. Mobilizing the ankles is going to allow us to have a longer stroke length. Final thing to think about on mobility is hitting that first muscle up. If you have muscle ups, you know you're going to get there. Maybe you're trying to get one, or maybe you're kind of the beast at muscle ups. Either way, we want to mobilize shoulder extension, getting into that dip position early so when we need it late. Under fatigue, we know that position is going to be there. In terms of a warm-up, looking at 5 to 6 minutes of aerobic activity first. Just getting on an erg, getting on an aerodyne, something like that, getting the heart rate up. After that, we want to do something a little bit light CNS work, something like a power clean, a clean and jerk, maybe even a heavy kettlebell swing if you don't want to go to the barbell in your warm-up, but we need some pop, especially from the hips, just to get the body ready neuromuscularly, especially for the power clean. After that, cycling the movements. Do some rowing, do some wall balls, some toes to bar, get the power clean going, and then if you know you're doing muscle ups in this workout, get in a couple of muscle ups. Let's just be careful not to pre-fatigue the toes to bar. Kind of last piece, equipment setup, kind of goes without saying. A light Olympic shoe is going to be ideal in this workout. Something like the Reebok Ollies would be great. It's going to help us on the wall ball, the power clean, maybe even a little bit on the row, but it won't weigh you down on the toes to bar or the muscle ups. Moving execution, taking a look at the row. If you don't know already your pace in calories per hour, you're used to minutes per meter, or I'm sorry, minutes per 500. Let's figure that out. Figure out what your pace is in calories per hour so you can just zero in on that number right away and not be nervous about are you too fast, are you too slow in the beginning of the row. Also, don't death grip the handle on the erg. We want to save the grip. We know we're going to need the grip for the toes to bar. When we get to toes to bar, let's take into account bar height. If you are a master and you're going to be kipping in big sets, a bar that gets your feet just off the ground is perfect. If you're going to be hitting a bunch of singles, a bar that's easy to grab is more ideal. Take the hands, don't rip early in this workout. Also, let's fraction the reps. You even saw the big cats last night go into 3s and 4s at the end. It might be advantageous early in the workout to go to smaller sets. We get to failure early, it's going to be a tough workout. Foot the wall ball, big sets, breathe through it. This is going to be your rest on this workout. Continue to breathe. Do not hold your breath on the wall ball, and just make it efficient. Keep the ball in a good rack position and don't let it drop below shoulder height. Power cleans. Most of us can be going singles when we get here. If you are not going to be doing muscle ups in this workout, you know you don't have a muscle up, this is game time. Get your power cleans out of the way fast. Your tie break time is going to be the most important piece of your workout. Getting through the power cleans fast is important. If you know you're going to be doing muscle ups, let's get through in a paced manner where you're not smoked, you're ready to hit some muscle ups. Just remember, no muscle ups, go fast. The last piece on our muscle ups, let's take into account ring height, much like the bar height and the toes to bar. If you're going to be doing singles on the muscle up or just getting a single muscle up, we want the rings easy to reach. Take into account, are you going to be going into a false grip on the rings? If you're going to be doing big sets, leave the rings high. Just out of your reach from the ground is great, so you don't have to worry about clipping your feet at the bottom of the kip. Also, if you get to the rings, you've got muscle ups. That big first set is going to be important. The first through 5 reps are going to be the most important in terms of determining your places in this workout. Each of those reps is going to count for huge places. After that, after our first big set, maybe singles from there on out, or if you're a beast, taking off sets that are smaller than maximum effort. Getting back to the rower is going to be exciting if you can get there. Guys, that's all we got. 14.4.